Hello, everyone. Welcome to Verbling. Hi there. I'm Teacher Oakley. And in this class, we're going to enjoy ourselves. We're going to have a nice, calm, relaxed, no pressure conversation class. After that rugged struggle with grammar, the last class, time to relax. So we're going to have a casual conversation. All English-speaking levels and abilities are welcome to join us. No pressure. We're going to talk about the beach, going to the beach. It's summer in the northern hemisphere, and many of us like to go to the beach in the summer. So we're just going to talk about beach experiences, related vocabulary, etc. Okay, welcome to the class, Jose Luis.
Thank you, teacher. It's time to relax, right?
It's time to relax. Yes, we did some hard work last hour. Now we're going to relax. Right on. Okay. Hello, Heidi. How are you today?
Hello, nice to see you again. Typhoon is approaching, but
I know.
maybe 2 or 3 days later.
What is today? Today's Tuesday. Really?
Yeah.
2 days? Okay.
Maybe Friday or Saturday or Friday.
A lot earlier than that for Okinawa.
Okinawa,
Right?
yeah. Maybe tonight. Typhoon attacks tonight.
Right.
Very super typhoon, as they said.
Big one. Yeah,
Very
good luck. Get prepared. Luo, welcome to the class.
Nice to see you again soon, yes.
So soon, yes. Yeah, very good. Good to see you again so soon. All right, that's a good one. Okay, let's talk about the beach. Jose, Luis. Now, okay, first of all, you don't. We think of the beach. Most of us think of the ocean. Not necessarily the ocean, though. Took me a while to get to the ocean when I was a child, but I went to the beach frequently because although I grew up in a landlocked area, there were many lakes, and we used to, as a child, I visited the Great Lakes as a child for my summer vacation, as a matter of fact. And yes, there are beaches, there are sandy beaches and in huge lakes with waves and everything. So, yeah, you don't necessarily have to talk about being at the beach of the ocean. You could talk about at a lake or something like that. However, I am interested in the ocean for my first question. Jose Luis, have you been to the ocean before?
Yes, teacher. I like it, but it's difficult because the closest beach for me is in 6 hours driving.
Okay.
So it's far from me.
Is in 6 hours. Is 6 hours away.
Yes, 6 hours away.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's quite a drive.
I have family in the ocean, in the beach, but it's difficult for me visit my family, right? But I like it. But I prefer the forest, teacher, honestly.
All right. Okay. But Jose Luis, please tell me you don't have family in the ocean. That's not good. That would mean your relatives are mermaids or mermen. Not in the ocean. You could say I have family at the ocean or at the seaside, at the beach, who live at the beach.
Or close at the beach.
Or close to the beach.
Close to the beach. Okay.
Or at the ocean is very common. Oh, I have relatives who live at the ocean. Maybe that sounds a little strange, but it's a very normal phrase, actually. But definitely not in the ocean.
They are not fishes, right?
They are not fish. That's right. Okay, do you remember the first time you saw the ocean? Maybe you
No,
don't. Maybe you were young. Yeah.
no, because I was very child, so
Okay.
I don't remember. No, 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 no. I remember my stories when I was young, a crazy stories about me in the ocean.
Uh,
But when my first time out, I don't remember.
Can you tell us a crazy story? I like crazy stories.
I don't teach such teacher is personal
Oh,
stories.
really? I'm gonna keep asking then.
It's
Okay.
it's familiar time. Is correct? It's familiar time.
Okay. I was very child. You should say I was very young.
I was very young.
Sometimes we use the phrase "I was very childlike," but that means you were like a child, not necessarily that you, in fact, were a child. But yeah, you were very young. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Heidi,
Yeah,
do you remember the first time you saw the ocean?
yeah. Who
You
do you
do?
think I am? I'm professional foodie.
Okay.
When I was a child, my family was living just in front of the beach.
Ah, no kidding. Okay. So you probably don't remember the first time you saw the ocean because you were used to it.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
After school, I threw, uh, getting home, I threw my school bag into the house and I went to the sea every day.
Ah, okay. Cool. Well, that's nice. All right. Okay. Have you ever been scared
Yeah,
by the
very
sea?
scary because
Hmm?
it's Pacific Ocean, so wave is very strong.
Yeah.
So I can't swim.
Really?
Yeah, I always had a tube.
But still.
Then I was floating on the sea.
Oh my. That's even scarier though, because the currents are so strong sometimes, you know. The currents in the ocean, they can bring you out into the. Lucky you didn't float off to Hawaii or something.
Yeah, when my tube left from the beach, I rolled my hand to
Yeah.
approach the beach.
Okay. But still, it's a little scary. I get nervous about it because before I have been caught in a current, in an ocean current. Actually, it's called a riptide. Um, I'm not sure exactly what makes it happen, but it's like basically it's like a river in the ocean, and it moves you as fast as a river. You just you get caught in it can only be the riptide I was caught in might have only been I don't know, maybe 10 meters wide, but it was like a river inside the ocean. Either side of the riptide, just normal ocean. But in a riptide, it will drag you down the beach, drag you for a long way, drag you out into the ocean, maybe.
Not crocodile,
Scary. What's that?
not crocodile.
Yeah. I For myself, I was snorkeling, so I was busy looking down at the fish and looking around. So I didn't have my head up to look at the land. Didn't really realize I was moving.
Ah, reptile in the lake. Hmm.
Yeah, you
I enjoy
move.
I enjoyed in the sea, so I've never seen a reptile in the sea.
Mm. I only have once. I don't think they're very common. And I've been to the ocean many times. I've only seen it happen once. I think they're kind of a special thing. I'm not really sure on that. Maybe they occur in some places a lot and not at all in others. Maybe their particular climate happens, or I'm not sure actually.
There are
Um,
many jellyfish or
yeah, jellyfish.
weird.
Yeah, that depends where you are, of course, and time of year. Jellyfish are seasonal, definitely. Okay, a few others have joined the class. I just want to quickly say hello, and I'll talk to you soon. Mauricio, hello, Mauricio.
Hi. Hi,
Hi,
teacher.
welcome.
Thank you.
Hi there. Rodrigo, good to see you again.
Hi, good to see you too.
And Ruth, hello, Ruth.
Hi, teacher.
Hi, how are you? Okay, I'll be talking to you guys in just a minute. Let me talk to Luo for a minute. Luo, do you like the beach?
Yes, absolutely. We like beach. That's beach.
Okay. Do you remember? Maybe nobody remembers. Do you remember the first time you ever saw the ocean?
I cannot remember exactly. I cannot remember.
Uh-huh. That's okay.
Mm,
Actually,
yeah.
I can't either. I really can't, which is odd because I know I didn't see the ocean until I was quite a bit older. Oh, yeah, I remember. It was not impressive for me. That's why I don't really remember. Because it was
Oh,
in the,
really?
well, it was Boston Harbor, and who cares? At the time, Boston Harbor was very polluted, and it's just doesn't look like anything. It's full of ships, and it's not like ocean waves and sand or anything. It's in the middle of a city. No, not overly
Busting
impressive.
rubber? What is busting rubber?
Sorry,
Bust
Boston Harbor.
harbor.
Yes, a harbor is an area with many boats. It's a protected area that
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
ships.
Yes. Boston harbor. Yeah.
Yeah, not really impressive.
Okay.
Okay, but you like going to the beach? Do you go to the beach in the summer? Is that common activity for you to do
Not
once in a
so
while?
common, but
Uh,
yes, once a while, from time to time. Last summer, I went to the Thailand, and I was trying to camping in the and the Maya Bay. It's a special activities. Just one agency can could provide these activities, but unfortunately, when we reach the Maya Bay. When we get to the Maya Bay, maybe there was a typhoon or something like that. So strong, the wind is so strong, and with lots of sands, you can even open your eyes, and the sands beat your on your body, so pain, you know. I don't know.
oh my,
So we can just back.
oh my goodness, crazy. Okay, so
Yeah,
so painful is the adjective. Pain is
painful,
the
yes.
noun. It's so painful. Yeah, I can
Mhm.
understand that. Uh, wow, that kind of stinks. Um, making arrangements to go to a secluded, beautiful beach, and there's a storm. Yeah, you don't really want to be on the beach during a storm. not not the
Yes.
best idea. Although, people do that. They crazy surfers. Yahoo! Oh, let's go ride the waves. Okay.
But I have had to listen to my agency's advice because I had maybe aquaphobia. When I was young, I almost died um, in hot spring. So I can just do snorkeling. I cannot do deep diving now
Uh-huh.
right now. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Hmm. All right. I'll talk to you a little bit. I'd like to talk to you more about Thailand if you got to go to other beaches there, because I've
Hmm.
heard Thailand has some really beautiful beaches. Uh, Mauricio,
Tell me.
that is you. It looks like your picture there. Looks like you're at the ocean. So I'm
Yeah,
guessing you've been to the ocean.
yeah. I went there my last vacations,
Yep.
and it was great. It was really great. I love the ocean.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What do you do when you're at the ocean at the beach?
I like to snorkeling. Yeah,
Okay.
that's how I say, right? Snorkeling is good.
But you said that perfectly. But I like to snorkeling. I like
I like
to
to snorkel.
snorkel. Mm-hmm.
Ah, okay. I like to
Infinite.
snorkel
Hmm.
and yeah, and just watch the beach and meditate and be with my family. That's what I like about the ocean. But
Okay.
it's huge. The ocean is huge, right? So you can think a lot, many things. I love it.
Yeah, it is huge. Uh, have you ever had a bad experience at the beach, like
Uh,
a
at
storm
the
or
beach,
jellyfish? Have you ever been eaten by a
um,
shark?
no, no, not really, no, because no, I haven't been in the ocean like many times. No, I like a couple of times. I mean, not too much because I live in the center of my country,
Uh,
and it's really far from here.
where do you live, Mauricio? What country are you from?
I live in Colombia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice beaches in Colombia?
Oh yeah, beautiful beaches and
Yeah.
beautiful women too. Beautiful
Uh,
women.
oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Very
yeah, you
nice.
know, you know what I mean. You know what I mean, right?
I do. Yeah. Okay. Very good. Okay. Rodrigo. Um, Rodrigo, do you do you ever go to the beach?
Yes, I go sometime.
hmm Do you remember the first time you saw the ocean?
Yes, I do.
You do. Okay, you're the first
Yes.
one in the class, I think. Uh, tell me about it.
I was very surprised. I went to Rio de Janeiro, and the
Mm,
first beach that I saw was Copacabana. It's very
oh,
famous, so
very
beautiful.
famous. Yeah.
I was very surprised. I didn't want to go home.
Nice. Copacabana, yes, extremely
Yes.
famous, worldwide famous beach. Okay. What do you like to do at the beach?
I like to diving, and I was learning how to surf as well.
Oh, really?
Yes. Last time I went to the beach, I was learning how to surf. Surf.
Okay. Do you ever, Rodrigo, do you ever bury yourself in the sand or have your friends bury you? Have you ever been buried in the sand?
I'm sorry, I don't know what it means.
Okay. I'm using the verb bury, past tense, buried. Actually, this word is, I'm glad it came up because this is mispronounced by everyone, second language speakers. It's bury, to make a hole in the ground, put something in it, and then cover it with dirt. You bury it. Sometimes for
Yes,
fun at the beach, your friends will bury you in sand, so you can't move. Just for fun.
yes,
Uh,
I've done it. I've
hmm
done it very, very. Uh, I don't remember what I was saying. Uh, I I have done it
Yeah. Okay.
sometimes.
Weird feeling. Have you ever built a sandcastle?
Yes, I did. Especially when I was a kid.
Right. Okay. Cool. All right. Every kid should build a sandcastle at some point, I think.
Yes. Didn't look like a castle, but
Yeah,
I
I
pret-
know. More like a volcano,
yes.
or you build a sand volcano, pour water on the top for sure. Okay. I have a question about Copacabana. When you go there, what are people doing? Is anybody playing volleyball? I imagine Copacabana, and I imagine people sitting around instead of water like I have, but with a lovely drink with an umbrella and a piece of fruit in it. sitting on their
Yes,
chairs. Yeah.
yes, that people doing everything, but I don't remember quite well because the only time that I went there was the first time. And I was only 9 years old. I
Ah.
don't remember very well.
So you didn't get yourself a pina colada and fly on the beach, or maybe you did. Okay. Hmm. All right. Uh. Okay. Thanks, Rodrigo. I'm gonna come back to you in a little bit.
Yeah.
Jose Luis. Jose, you don't get to the beach that often, but what do you do at the beach when you go there? What do you like to do?
Mm, it's crazy, teacher, because I never learned how to swim. So
Okay.
I only buy a beer and read a book, listening music, and playing volleyball or football in the beach.
Right.
I mean, I think that is wrong. Sometimes I buy a coconut.
Nice. Yeah.
Is is delicious with a little bit of tequila.
Sure.
It's
No.
sure it's a good drink.
Okay. All right.
Mhm.
So you go and relax, maybe play a little volleyball or football. I love playing volleyball at the beach. It's fun.
Yes, I am a small person, but I like play volleyball too. And sometimes so when I go to the beach, sometimes I go with my little cousins, and sometimes I need to take care about them.
Hmm.
So I only go to the ocean in order to drink honestly and dance in the night
Well, there you go.
in party beach party in the
Hmm.
night, dancing and drinking and smoking. So
Okay. Have a bonfire
bonfire.
on the beach? Yes. A bonfire is a big fire basically for a party. You build a bonfire for a group of people. You,
Mm.
if you're camping, you build a campfire, a small fire, so you can cook or stay warm. A bonfire is a big fire for a party, a group of people.
Yes, and a long party because the parties start maybe around 8 o'clock and finish other day at 6 a.m.
Sunrise.
Sunrise, yes, you wait for the sunrise.
Very good. Okay. Sounds great. Okay. All right. Okay. One English note: you have to take care about your nephews. You should say take care of.
Take care
Yeah.
of childs maybe. Take
Yeah.
care
Take
of
care of.
children.
Yeah. Take care of children. Whatever. You watch somebody's house while they're gone. You take care of their house while they're gone. Um, your coworker has to leave for the day. Maybe you take care of his work for the day. But also you
It
take care of children.
it is a phrasal verb, teacher, or is a common verb?
It is a phrasal verb. That's correct. Very good.
Ah, okay,
Take
okay.
care of.
I never hear about this, but I learned
Now you
a
know.
new word today.
Yeah, well, that's a good one to know. It's very common and it's used frequently in English. So good.
Mhm.
Okay. Uh, okay. Heidi, who used to live at the ocean. Heidi, who has lives in Japan and now has a gigantic, enormous, gargantuan, humongous typhoon headed
Yeah.
toward her house. Uh, Heidi, when you were a child growing up at the ocean, did you experience typhoons?
Yeah, the place where I was living was so-called entrance for typhoon. So
Great.
almost every typhoon came from Philippines
Yeah,
through my place, over my place.
great.
Yeah. So
Wow.
I saw a lot of times and I Typhoon Nai.
Which is a weird experience. Um, I've never experienced it with a typhoon living here in the Philippines. I have experienced it with a hurricane. Very weird. Very weird. It's really stormy and windy, and then suddenly it's nothing. Maybe even sunlight. Very strange thing. But, of course, all it means is you're in the middle, and the second half is coming. Yeah, it's a weird experience. Okay. Heidi, how about other dangerous ocean things? Have you ever been stung by a jellyfish?
Not dangerous. Once we are enjoying on the beach with my brothers. I have two older brothers. My older brothers are swimming. Suddenly, he disappeared into the sea. And after that, suddenly his legs came out from the surface of the sea, like capital letter Y.
What?
Yeah.
What happened?
I was worrying about that because my brother was keeping that shape for a while. Then after that, he came out from the sea. He had a lot of seashells and some on both of hands.
Oh, okay. Oh, I get it. Okay. Well, yeah, I was concerned.
Yeah, I was concerned about that.
Well, that's kind of scary. Okay. All right, but you didn't have experience any jellyfish or anything?
Yeah, there were a lot of jellyfish, but
yeah,
I've never experienced. I'm very careful, but prudent.
Yeah, very prudent. Yeah, I'm not so prudent. I've been stung by a jellyfish. It's very strange. It's like an insect bite that's a painful insect bite and a burn at the same time in the same place. So it's a weird thing.
How long it lasted, the pain?
Well, it depends. Actually, I've had it happen a couple times. Once when I had no medication to put on it, it hurt for a long time. But when I had some medication, I think just very simple, like the skin cream you put on burns. Something quite simple. Not long at all. After I put the stuff on my arm, it got better in 20 minutes. So it depends. And there are many types of jellyfish, so some are much more dangerous than others. Of course. I have actually seen, when I was swimming in the Gulf of Mexico, in the Florida Keys, I saw a Portuguese man-of-war, and those are very dangerous ones. They look like a Spanish guy's helmet, all right? They actually have like a thing coming up, a ridge, and kind of bumpy on the side. And they're big. They're bigger than my head. And scary, and clear, but then purple and pink. Really kind of pretty, actually, but scared me. I was swimming under the surface. I came up, and he was, I don't know, a meter in front of me. I obviously swam for shore and didn't go back in the water again for 24 hours. Scary. Luo, have you ever experienced anything scary at the beach?
Scary. Scary. No. If I say last year, yes, and I was walking on the rocks by the beach, in between the beach and the ocean. How to say that? The rocks in between the ocean and the beach, just as the beach side. And I tried to, when the tide was lowered, the rocks appeared. So I tried to cut through the shortcut to back to my my residence. Then I stepped on nothing, and I hurt my foot on the
Yeah.
rock, and bleeding a lot. I don't know if this thing is a scary thing.
Sure it is, of course. Yeah, and lots of people. All right, it's very common to get cut on the rocks, on the seashore, and there's not really a word for it, Luau. You were kind of searching for vocabulary. We just say, as you did, the rocks on the seashore,
Seashore, yeah.
rocky rocky coastline, like that. Yeah, lots of people do that, or they get cut on the coral. Especially if you go diving or snorkeling near a coral reef. Coral reef's very, very, actually quite dangerous. Very, very beautiful, of course, but very dangerous. Very abrasive rocks, easy to cut yourself. Luau, did you ever get to go to any other beaches in Thailand?
Yes, but I would say last year, the Maya Bay, and the one I tried to camp in, that one is the famous one, and it had shooted, the James Bond series, and the Leonardo DiCaprio's The Beach. It's very famous and beautiful, but in the daytime, the beach open to the public. But after the maybe 4 o'clock in PM at the PM, there no any other people will go there. So just one, as mentioned, just one agency could provide the private tour for you. But unfortunately, I was faced a disaster.
Okay.
I don't know, wizard. I mean, yeah.
All right. Okay. English note: when you say the famous one, you mean it's the most famous out of all of them. All right. Superlative. It is the most famous one, and I was going to ask you if this was the movie in the Leonardo DiCaprio movie, The Beach.
Yes, yes, that's right.
Yeah, okay, all right. I remember that. Okay. Yeah, obviously that is a very beautiful beach, clearly. Yeah, nice. Okay. Luau, how about in your home country? Are there nice beaches?
Home country. Yeah, I think so, but too crowded. So,
Really?
I prefer some isolated small beach, small island. So if those beach are too crowded or island, I think it's too difficult to relax there. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a lot of fun to go to your own private island. That's really cool.
It's an adventure.
It is. You're right. Yeah. Very cool. And you should try the Philippines sometimes. There's 7,100 islands here.
I did some research about the Philippines island, and I found a very very small island, but I forgot the name.
Yeah.
Maybe someday I will go there. Yeah.
There you go. Maybe it has no name. You can call it Luau Island.
No, it has a name.
It doesn't. We can rename it. Okay. Mauricio, have you ever been to an island?
Yeah, of course.
Cool. All right. Where? Islands off the coast?
Well, I went to Aruba. That's in the
Aruba.
Caribbean. Yeah. And also I went to another island here in my country. It's called Providencia, but that was when I was just a kid.
Cool. Okay. You snorkel, you said that. Can you swim? Are you a good swimmer?
Well, yeah, well, not that good, as I wish, but you can. I always do that with this guy, the teacher. How you call the teacher who help us to snorkeling? It's like a guide,
Well, it
tour
depends.
guide,
He could be a guide,
a guide. Yeah,
could be an
he's like a
instructor. I'm not sure.
instructor. I think he's better an instructor.
Okay.
Yeah, and he help us, with all the group, and we're going together, and he protect us. He tell us the dangers around, everything. I think it's better like that when you go with an instructor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think you're probably right. Right. Okay. Do you ever bring any souvenirs back from the beach when you go?
Well, usually I get the shells of the snails, right?
Okay.
And some stones, cheap things because everything is very expensive. So,
Yeah.
just the snails. How do you say it, right? How do you say that?
Well, there are sea snails. You can find the shells. Yeah.
Shells. Exactly. That's what I'm
Shells.
looking. The
Sure.
shells.
Or,
The sh
seashells, actually.
the seashells and the stars that are around there, things like
Okay.
that. But I really don't buy too much things there because everything is very expensive. And
Sure.
because
Yeah.
you are a tourist, they think you are rich or something, and they take advantage of that. I don't like to buy anything.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't buy anything at all, actually, myself. I never do. I beachcomb. Do you know that word?
Beach come?
Beachcomb. It's two words, beach and comb, like you comb your hair. Where's my
Ah,
comb?
okay. What is that?
You beachcomb, or you go beachcombing at the beach. You kind of walk down the beach in the surf and look for shells or starfish or sea glass. Okay, sea glass is kind of colored glass that's been polished by the sand. All right, so it's smooth on the
Ah,
edges.
that's
Sometimes you
nice.
find blue or green
So,
sea
so
glass.
teacher, sorry,
Yeah,
beach come is like it's a verb,
it's a verb. That's right.
and it's when you're looking for things at the beach, like picking something up. Yeah, that's a beach
Yeah,
come.
that's it.
Ah,
Last, I was at the
interesting.
beach
Beach come.
weekend before last. We went beach combing, and we brought home some souvenirs. Piece of coral, piece of pink coral,
Ah,
and a piece of driftwood. All right. Uh,
beach come.
that looked driftwood is wood that's been in the ocean for a long time, and again, it's like smooth and sort of sculpted. And this particular piece of driftwood, about this big, looked remarkably like a seahorse. I mean, it
Oh
looked
wow, that's nice.
exactly like a
And it's
seahorse.
and it's for free.
And
So
it's
it's a good thing to do this beach come. So
that's
when you go
right.
to the beach, the best thing, you go beach come. I can say something like that. When I go to
Yeah.
the beach, I go beach come. Is that
I
right?
I go beach combing when you
Oh,
use
beach coming. All right.
sure when you use go
You need to
and
do the ing at the end. All right.
ing, right? You go snorkeling, you go swimming, you go beach combing.
Mm, oh, that's a new word. I go beach combing.
Yeah, there you go.
Combing.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, my pleasure. Yeah, it's great for me because I have two very young daughters, so it's
Oh,
great. Send them, keep them busy for a while, looking for shells or something.
that's a good idea.
Keeps them occupied. All right. See how many shells you can bring back for Daddy. Okay, that'll keep them busy. Right.
That's good.
Yeah. Okay. Rodrigo. Rodrigo. Have you ever been injured at the beach? Have you ever cut your foot, been stung by a jellyfish, gotten a sunburn?
No, not something that something little. I don't know how to say that to injure.
Okay.
But
No.
jellyfish never.
Never.
Had. No.
No.
And,
Never been bitten by a venomous snake, eaten by a shark, swallowed by a whale. No.
I've been eaten by sharks once.
You were? Okay, there you go. All right. Cool.
How can I say that know, a little injury, just
Okay.
something not.
Okay. We usually we usually use a collocation, a minor injury, or or possibly a slight injury to talk about. Sometimes we don't even say minor injury. As I said, I went to the beach like 10 days ago. I was at the beach. I went out swimming with my family for 2 hours, and I got a sunburn. Sometimes it really stinks being a white guy. That's all it takes for me. 2 hours in the sunshine, and I'm burned. So my skin is peeling, my arms are peeling, my shoulders are peeling. Yeah. Very easy for me to get a sunburn at the beach.
Yeah, me too. When in the end of the day, I'm red like a pepper.
Red like a pepper. It's very funny. Many people say that. And in fact, living here in the Philippines, they say red like a pepper, actually. Americans say red like a lobster.
Lobster.
Yeah. Which, of course, lobsters aren't even red until you cook them. Then they turn red. But okay. Red like a lobster. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's very normal for me. Rodrigo, can you swim? Are you a...
Yes. I like swimming very much.
Okay. All right. You're a good swimmer?
I think so.
All right. Swimmers, in English, we say strong swimmer or weak swimmer to sort of tell the difference. All right.
Yeah. What's the difference?
What's the difference? It's a totally opinion. Are you a strong swimmer? Oh no, I'm a very weak swimmer. Well,
okay.
You know, it's totally opinion. Who knows? Have you ever swam? Have you ever swam a long distance, Rodrigo?
I'm sorry, I didn't understand.
Have you ever been swimming for a long distance, like a kilometer?
No, not like that.
A kilometer and a half.
Some 100 meters too, but not more than that.
Yeah. I used to do that. We used to swim across the lake, which was 1 mile wide, which is 1.6 kilometers. Not for speed, not like a race, but as relaxed as possible, actually.
How can you relax swimming 1.6 kilometers?
Well, we'd go on a very calm day, nice warm day. You just float on your back and, side stroke. You're not swimming like race swimming. You're just take your time. We would do that. I've done that like 2 or 3 times, I think. A friend of mine who was also a very good swimmer, we would swim across, eat at a restaurant, wait a half an hour, and then swim back. So we'd actually swim 2 miles in one day. Wait a couple hours and then swim all the way back. It was good. It wasn't really that bad because it was very calm too. There's no currents. It's not like swimming in the ocean. It takes a lot more effort. This was fresh water.
If I do that in the half of the way, I would be drowning.
Yeah, you might surprise yourself actually. I didn't think I could do it first time I did it. Yeah. Okay, we talked about swimming and volleyball and stuff on the beach. How about boats, fishing, sailing. Heidi, do you have much experience in boats?
Hmm.
Did you ever go fishing?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
It's kind of hobby for my brothers. I always follow them. When I was a child, I could catch earthworm. No, I can't. I can't touch
You could catch what?
earthworm under the tree. I digged up the earth, then I found
Earthworm.
earthworm,
Okay.
very weird one, but I could touch it when I was a child.
You could put it on a hook. You put the
Yeah, yeah,
worm on the hook. Yeah.
the bite. Bait for the fish.
Bait for the, yeah, that's right. Okay. What's the biggest fish you've ever caught?
Not so big. We call it Thai, but I don't know how to call in English.
All right. How big was it?
White and black stripe. A little flat shape.
Okay. I'm not sure. Okay. How big was it? 3, 4 meters?
10 centimeters.
10 centimeters. Oh, must have put up a heck of a fight. That's okay. I've never caught anything that big either. Excuse me. Okay. Where did you fish? Freshwater fish or ocean fishing?
Ocean fish.
Ocean fishing.
That
Okay.
time, the ocean temperature was quite low at that time, but nowadays it's getting warmer and warmer. There are many sharks or some kind of fish from south part.
Interesting.
Yeah. So the creatures kind of much changed.
Yeah, okay. That's very interesting you say that. As I mentioned earlier, I went to the beach last weekend. I was actually a little scared. I was scared because the beach, the water had moved into shore quite a bit, and the waves were much more violent than they were, much more higher waves. The water seemed warmer. It was strange. It was like I was in a completely different place. And this is a place I visited, I don't know, 8 times at least.
Some whales came to that beach. They lost their way. Then
Oh, really?
Fishermen caught the whales. Then they cut. We shared that meat.
Really? So,
My
okay.
mother was very glad.
Well, free meat, I guess. Yeah. Interesting. I have never tried whale meat.
Oh, delicious.
Delicious. Okay. Is there a lot of fat in it? Looks like there's a lot of fat in it.
Well, many people can eat only one whale. It's a very good ingredient.
Okay. All right. Lua, do you have much experience with boats or fishing or sailing?
Yes, I like fishing, and but for sea fishing on the ocean, I just tried once, and it's very good. Because if I can just put my hook, throw my hook into the ocean and wait for a minute, they will have the fish. It's more easy than fish on the maybe in the lake.
Yeah, you are so right about that. It's completely different than freshwater fishing. I agree. I like to fish a lot, so I fished a lot in freshwater, and you've got to move the pole around. In deep sea fishing, you just plop. Okay, wait.
Yes.
Yeah, that's about it.
And ocean fish, when based on my experience, ocean fishing, you will have a better fish and I had a rarer one. And if I will buy it in restaurant in my city, it's very expensive that one. But you can easy get when you fishing on the ocean. I mean.
What was it? Do you remember, or do you know in English? Or
Oh,
kind
let
of
me
fish?
check. Let me check. I cannot remember exactly. Maybe a lithosporic.
One more time.
Lithosporic.
Yeah, I have no idea what that is. No,
I
no.
know.
I'm not a marine biologist, so I'm not sure about. Okay. When I was I've been deep sea fishing, I don't know, 4 or 5 times. Never in the Philippines, surprisingly. I've made plans to go and been canceled like 3 or 4 times at least because of high winds, high waves, because of weather. Because here in the Philippines, all they have is those little tiny craft, the little banca boats with 2 outriggers. They're more or less like a canoe, which they take out into the ocean. And if there's any kind of waves or stormy weather, I'm not going to go out. I'm not going to do that. But I've been in big boats, deep sea fishing a few times in America. I once caught a shark. It's very interesting because sharks are junk fish, so they just throw them back. I think that was the biggest fish I ever caught. It was 6 feet, maybe a little less than 2 meters. It was pretty big, actually. Had the long tail, thresher shark. But I didn't get to save it. They just threw it back over the side of the ship. Bye-bye. Okay, Mauricio, have you ever had much experience with boats or with fishing?
Well, not really because it's very expensive here in my country and for me. I just went once, like 15 years ago, because a guy from Puerto Rico invited me to his boat, and we went fishing, and that was the only time I remember. It took like 2 hours. I never forget because it's the only time I have been in a boat.
Ah, did you catch any fish?
No, no, I
No.
didn't catch anything.
Okay. You didn't catch anything? Did you catch a
No.
buzz from the beer you were drinking?
Oh. Well, I was drinking a beer, but those guys there were smoking marijuana, and
Oh
I
my
was very
gosh.
confusing, with that,
Oh
because
dear.
I didn't like marijuana, and so
Okay.
I don't
Well,
like marijuana actually. Yeah, so they were so
yeah.
crazy. Yeah, so it's
Good
another
thing you
story.
didn't get lost
Yeah,
somewhere.
yeah.
Lose your way. Oh boy. All right. No, didn't catch any fish. Hey, that happens when you're fishing. Sometimes you don't catch any fish. It happens.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
You have to be so patient, to get something.
true.
Yeah,
Uh,
and mm,
yeah. How did you like being on a boat, Mauricio? Do you get seasick at all, or no problem with that?
yeah, at the beginning, yeah, I got that. How do you say? See what?
Seasick. Just
Seasick. Yeah, I get
one
that.
word in English.
Seasick. Yeah, it's like this. If I can say I was dizzy. The same?
Yeah. Oh
Yeah, it's the
yeah.
same thing, right? I was dizzy
Oh yeah. That's the start of it. Hmm.
and a little bit, but not too much. Yeah, I enjoy. I was so happy, watching not
Cool.
because of the marijuana, don't get me wrong, but because of the blue size, the colors of the sea
Sure.
and everything. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's enjoyable. It's fun to be out on the water.
Mm.
Rodrigo, other than your surfboard, have you any experience with boats or being out on the water or
No,
fishing?
no.
No, not at
I
all.
hate fish. I do not, I have no patience for that, and I didn't have any experience with boat. I did with jet ski.
Oh, jet ski. Oh,
Yes, I love
yeah.
that.
There's an old memory. Yeah. Yeah, I used to have friends who loved to jet ski, so I've experienced that. Wow, the problem with jet ski is when you wipe out, right, Rodrigo? Water's fine to
I
jump
don't know
in.
this word.
Wipe out. Okay, to wipe out. Okay, it means all right. You're riding on your jet ski, and then you suddenly stop or turn, and you go flying. Your jet ski stops. You do a
This happened
Superman.
to me the first time.
Yeah. Yeah, a wipeout is an accident where when you wipe out when you're skiing or surfing or jet skiing, something where you have an accident and you go flying. Motorcycles, you can wipe out on a motorcycle, something like that. Yeah, pretty painful, right? Water is
Really?
hard. When you're going fast, water is really hard. It hurts. Yeah. So you experienced that. You did that. You wiped out.
Yes,
Yeah.
once, but it wasn't that fast, so I didn't hurt very much.
Oh yeah. I've wiped out going as fast as you can go on a jet ski. Ouch! Where your body bounces across the water. That's not good. Yeah, you shouldn't ever do that. Not healthy. Rodrigo, can you skip a rock? Do you know how to do that?
No,
Do you know what I mean?
no.
I was remembering bouncing across the water, so I thought about it. If you skip a rock, you find a very flat rock, probably round but very flat, and you throw it sideways with some spin, and it goes on the top of the water. It comes out of the water and it skips. It goes like that.
I used to do it in a lake nearby my house, but in the sea, no.
Yeah, not in the sea necessarily, but I was just
I used
normally you skip a rock in a pond or lake or something.
I used to do it in a lake near my house.
Okay. Good skill to have. I don't know why, but it impresses children. Okay, gentlemen, thanks for hanging out and conversing with me. It was a fun conversation, but it's time for my lunch, and I am starving. So thank you, gentlemen. I gotta go. See you again soon.
Thank you. Have a good meal.
Thank you,
Thank you.
teacher. Bye bye.
All right. See ya, Marcio. Bye-bye.